Hello and welcome to Module 7 for CTE 4640 for the spring 2026 semester. So let's go ahead. We'll get started here. And we are moving toward the middle of the semester, the midterm. So we'll go in, sharing the screen, and I've got the home page up. So we're going to go in, and it's suggested that this module be completed the week of March 9th through the 15th. And here we go, sharing a photo I took in late winter, early March, 3 years ago in 2023. We had that winter we kind of had late snow from around the middle of February through the middle of March. That's when we got most of our snow, and we actually had set a record for most consecutive days of measurable snowfall that year. So, and we need snow this year. So hopefully our March will replicate that. So looking at the activities you're watching, introduction and instruction, and this will be updated by the time you are watching this. Got a short video, the Washington or the Federal Way Washington CTE programs of study. It's kind of a advertising, marketing, recruitment and marketing video by that school district from Washington State, Federal Way near Seattle. And then got questions to consider. And here's another link to get to the to the recording. But the first one is, how do the Federal Way CTE programs of study demonstrate a coherent sequence of courses that progressively build students' technical skills, academic knowledge, and career readiness? And how could you design your CTE courses to support this progression within a career pathway? The second one, what instructional strategies and learning experiences shown in the video, such as hands-on learning, career exploration, industry connections, or credential opportunities, help students connect classroom learning to real careers? And how might you incorporate similar strategies into your CTE classroom? So let's move back here. So then the second thing, and I don't have a research paper, an academic scholarly paper for this module, but I do have a webinar, and it's over a decade old, but there's still a lot of good things in this. It's a webinar from CTE Works, and it's titled "The Career Technical Common Career Technical Core Programs of Study in Industry Standards, industry-based standards." And you can click on here and watch it. It's about a 35 minute, 35 to 45 or 35 to 40 minute webinar recording. And here are the things to consider as you are watching the webinar. First one is, how can CTE teachers align their course objectives, instructional activities, and assessments with the Common Career Technical Core standards to ensure students develop both technical competencies and transferable career readiness skills? Second one, in what ways do structured programs of study improve student transitions to post-secondary education and employment? And how can CTE teachers design their courses to support coherent progression within a career pathway? So there you go for that webinar. And then the next thing is to read chapters 8 and 9 from Smith and Fanning book, the Who Do You Think You Are book. And here are the guiding questions. And as you look at this, chapter 8, I'm going to open it up my book here. Chapter 8 is titled, Can You Make a Living as an Artist or a Musician? And some of your students, that might be part of their career goals, their dreams. And for chapter 8, the first question to consider is, what CTE careers can a student pursue in the area of art, music, and other creative pursuits. And actually, I know a CTE instructor from South Carolina, and what that CTE program, they work with the theater department and build and create props and staging for school plays and school productions. So that's one way. And then the second question for chapter 8 is how will you use the information from chapter 8 to improve your professional practice in providing career guidance to your students? And then the second chapter is chapter 9, and it is should you consider a career in law or criminal justice? And the whole criminal justice, public safety area of CTE has grown considerably since I've been in Idaho, since I started as a CTE teacher educator. I started in southeastern Ohio, and there were several public service, public safety. Um, Programs in southeastern Ohio. And now, after I moved here to Idaho beginning in 2008, there have been public safety programs that have been created and developed here in Idaho. And the first question is public safety is one of the newer career paths in career and technical education. What are some of the areas in Idaho for which a student can pursue a career in public safety, law enforcement, and criminal justice? And then the second one is the usual question from the Smith and Fanning is how will you use the information from Chapter 9 to improve your professional practice in providing career guidance to your students? So then that is reading out of the Smith and Fanning book. And then the last thing is to post your module reflection for this module. And let's see here. Let's go in there. Oh, and I have not opened this yet. It will be open by the time you get in and are watching this video and are working on Module 7. And the suggested completion date for Module 7 is March 15th. And March 15th is right around the start of spring break for the University of Idaho. There will not be a module with a suggested completion time for the spring break, and we're also at the midterm. So please check your grades, check your points, make sure you have received everything that you posted, and the one major assignment that has been due here in the first part of the semester, the first half of the semester, is lesson plan 1. So if you haven't submitted that, please get that in. If you have and received it back and you receive feedback and points from me, but that's not showing, let me know so we can get that taken care of. And that concludes the Module 7 Introduction and Instruction. If you are going through these as the schedule suggests, have a great spring break, and I will be back with Module 8, and it will be open and suggested completion will be after spring break as we get in the second half of the semester. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.